We are living in uncertain times, and I know that, you know, you want to know when you want to leave your house, when can you leave your house, when are your kids going back to school, when are you going back to, work in our actual office, when are you going to go back to the gym? Those are all the questions we ask ourselves over and over again. What is the world going to look like once, we're over this initial uh, fear of coronavirus? So I get it. It's very easy to get all caught up in here and feel anxious, feel stressed out. And I've been working with a lot of my clients, and that's the same theme I've been hearing over and over and over again. They feel anxious, they feel stressed out. So how do you stop that? The best way to stop that is I have four tips for you. And I want you to recognize anxiety for what it is. It's a valid feeling. And this isn't about how do you bypass that. It's how can you, feel it and then get through it. Okay. So first step, totally lost my train of thought. The first step, breathing, right? Breathing. And it's I give several other examples in my COVID stress guide, but for this quick video, I wanted to just keep it simple. Breathe in for a count of 5, hold for 2, and breathe out for a count of 5. And continue that until you've passed the anxious feeling. And I know breathing sounds simple. We were born doing it, but it really works. Trust me, breath work is just so flippin' powerful. The other thing is a bath, or a hot bath, or shower. You decide. I have a crappy bathtub. I love my home, but I have a crappy bathtub. And so now for me, it's just getting in there. I take a shower as hot as I can possibly stand it till my skin almost feels like it's going to boil off. And I just sit in there, and by the time I get out of the shower, I feel like a new woman. I have a client who takes baths. She lives for her baths. Put in some essential oils, put in some Epsom salt, put some candles around it, make it heavenly, dreamily, and let your stress and your mess just slip away. You decide what's gonna work best for you. And then talk it out, right? Absolutely talk it out. We all have that friend who's that voice of reason. We have that friend who just can, see the forest for the trees and help us get through our crazy, anxious times, okay? And then lastly, think positive. I know that just seems like, eye roll, but I want you to think about, if I keep thinking about the way it is, it's very easy for me to make it a catastrophe. It's World War V is coming, and I'm just everything is the shit. Where if I start thinking about how I want the world to be, what do I want the positive outcomes to be? So for example, I think about this time, I want to go to the grocery store, and I don't want to put on gloves and a mask and all this other stuff. I just want to be I just want to remember my recycle bag. That's all I want to have to remember when I go to the grocery store. I want to stop washing my damn hands anytime I touch a package that comes into my home, right? So I started thinking about, okay, remember the good old days about a month ago when I could just bring a package into my house and put it on my counter and take everything out, put it away, and not have to worry about, wiping it all down. Those are great. So that's I want to return to that. I want to return to a time when I'm not always worried about what I touch, right? So I want to start thinking positive thoughts. I want to start thinking I want to get back to a time where I don't have to worry about toilet paper. Seriously, let's talk about that. Why are we running around trying to find toilet paper? Anyway, but that's those 4 simple ways to help you calm yourself down when you're starting to feel anxious and stressed and overwhelmed. Now, if you want some more tips, I've given you 24 more tips in my Beat the Stress COVID guide. All you gotta do in the comments below, there is a link. Click the link, and it's all yours, free of charge. All right, have a fabulous day.